Affidavits by George Njoroge, the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya IT director, has implicated at least 3 independent electoral and boundaries commission officers who are said to have intercepted and interfered with results transmission system of the commission to alter the final presidential tally. Njoroge, who was contracted to manage the IT system for the Azimio team, says in his forensic audit that each Form 34A was altered at least 3 times, adding that this was done by some of unauthorized persons, including IEBC's chair, that's Wafula Chebukati's personal assistant, Dickson Kwanusu. KTN's Emmanuel To reports.
In a 90-page sworn affidavit, East African Data Handlers Managing Director George Njoroge, who is the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya IT Director, spills the beans on a forensic audit that he says details the altering and interference of the presidential election results. First, Njoroge says there were several unauthorized individuals who seem to have been illegally authenticated to gain access into the live system that was transmitting the election results. The IT expert adds that there were illegal, malicious and unauthorized existence of the electoral agency staff who made authorization and verification of specific forms. The forms are the Form 34As used to transmit the presidential election results. Njoroge specifically implicates Dickson Kwanusu, who is the personal assistant of the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati, as having executed the request in the verification process without due clearance as of the Gazette notice. He says Kwanusu verified 1,743 Form 34As without due clearance. Njoroge also noticed several Form 35As for the parliamentary election results in the presidential election results system.
The technology within IEBC was not as provided, not as tamper-proof as originally given.
The IT guru further names Abdidahir Abdi, another IEBC official, as having interfered with the process. Abdi performed verification of 659 Form 34As without due clearance to the system. Abdi is IEBC CEO Marjan Hussein Marjan's close confidant. In the damning report, the scrutiny of the system further reveals that there was downloading and conversion of the forms from the system and the upload of new information within the server. This, in essence, meaning there was downloading and translation of Forms 34Bs and Form 34Cs in a reverse tallying method starting from the Form 34C. The Azimio IT director also says the scanned copies at the polling station were converted to PDF and finally to CSV file format, which was different from the JPEG format at the polling station.
The original form that were taken picture from the polling centers were taken using a JPEG file was created, which is a picture. Then they were transmitted to the IEBC portal. What was available at the IEBC portal? What file format was it?
A PDF.
A PDF. At what point did we change the file from a JPEG to a PDF?
Njoroge then adds that there were several suspicious instances where Form 34Cs were uploaded, downloaded and re-uploaded into the system with time lapses between the time the earliest Form 34C was uploaded and the time the last one was re-uploaded. Njoroge now says the election process was not free and fair and that in fact the results transmission system was bungled in the process.
Why didn't we not have JPEG in monochrome? Because they're all transmitted in monochrome, meaning it is not colored to a simple file, to a simple monochrome file. So it means at one point that file was changed. Where was it changed?
Finally, Njoroge states that the 46,229 Form 34As were changed at least 2.9 times each, translating to 137,874 Form 34As. IEBC claims the form cannot be altered and the result at the polling station is final. Emmanuel To, KTN News, Nairobi.
All right, that's a good place to take a break because when we come back, we'll be doing all the business news for you because we have the figures from the markets. And of course, at the top of the hour, don't forget that we'll be speaking about what's going on in the presidential petition, the politics of the petition. I'll be speaking to Duncan Okach. Of course, I'll have Arnold Maliba, and We'll be discussing all that when we come back at the top of the hour. But right now, let's take a break. We're back in a moment.